Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is a 40-minute full body workout. This includes the warm-up and a cool down. We have 3 sets of exercises to do. Each set consists of 3 different exercises. The magic number here is 3 because we have 3 minutes of abs after that. It's a lot to cover. Just follow along and I'll include a list of what's up next in the next set at the conclusion of each section of the workout. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and let's begin. Alright, we're starting this workout off with a 5-minute warm-up. First, we have ski lunges for 30 seconds. To do these lunges, you're going to start on one foot, get into about a half squat, and then you're going to jump explosively to one side of the mat, land on the opposite foot, and then lunge back with the jumping leg. Come to a balance on the other foot and do the same thing, side to side here. Make sure you stay low in the lunge. A few more seconds here, and then our second exercise is arm circles. We're going to do 30 seconds one direction, about 15 with the elbows in, and then bring the arms out wide for another 15 seconds. We're going to switch directions, go the opposite way, 15 seconds with the elbows in, and then bring the arms out wide and 15 seconds here. Next we have a Frankenstein. So you're going to keep your legs as straight as possible and then kick them up high. You're going to touch your leg or foot with your opposite hand. Now we're bending the knee and touching your elbow to your opposite knee. Bodyweight squats are next. Let's start out with 15 seconds slow. Take your time on these. And now we're going to go half time for 15 more seconds. Next is an around the world lunge, so lunge forward, squat to the side, and then bring your foot back to about a 45-degree angle and rotate towards it as you lunge down. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you take nice wide steps in these lunges and keep most of your body weight in that front leg. Our last exercise in this warm-up is going to be a spider crawl. So you want to squat down, extend one leg, and feel a nice stretch in the hamstring and adductors there, and then walk your hands over to the other side of the mat and stretch out the other side. Keep going back and forth like this for 30 seconds. That's the end of the warm-up. Take a nice 30-second rest, and we are about to start our first set. Let's finish up this rest, and we're about to start our first set. For our first exercise, we're going to start kneeling on the mat. Lift one leg up and then the other into a low squat, and then back down to the ground. We're doing this for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch our leading leg. I'll let you know when 30 seconds is up. Make sure that you sit back in your hips, and keep your upper body as upright as you can. Alright, it's been about 30 seconds. Let's switch. Start with the other leg. Great, that's it for the first set. Let's take 30 seconds rest here. Alright, our next exercise coming up in a few seconds. We're going to do 5 reverse crunches and 5 glute bridges. We're going to switch on and off between the two. So for the reverse crunches, make sure that you're not using momentum. Keep your feet just above your hips and use your abs and your arms to push your hips off the ground. For the glute bridges, make sure that you're driving through your heel. All of your weight should be in the heel, and you should be able to lift your toes up off the ground. We're here for 1 minute. Good, take another 30 seconds rest before we get into our last exercise of this set. Last up in this set, we are doing an inchworm, so keep your legs as straight as you can and keep your back as straight as you can. Start with your hands near your feet and walk them out into a plank position. Do a push-up if you can, and then walk your feet up to your hands. Now we're going backwards, walking your feet out. Do another push-up if you choose, and then walk your hands back toward your feet. Don't come up in between, let's just go straight into another one for 1 minute. A few more seconds here, and that will finish off our set. We're going to do this twice more through, so enjoy this rest, and we'll get right back into it in 30 seconds. All right, back into the first exercise. Start out kneeling, come up and do a low squat, 30 seconds here, and then we'll switch legs, making sure that you keep your hips back and your upper body as upright as you can. Next is a reverse crunch. Do 5 of them, and then 5 glute bridges, remembering not to use momentum. Really focus on using your abs and your arms to push yourself up into the sky. And then for those glute bridges, make sure that you drive through your heels. Get full extension here, really push your hips up and squeeze your glutes. Final exercise of the set is an inchworm, so walk your hands out into a plank position, do a push-up if you would like, and then walk your feet in towards your hands. Then go backwards the opposite way, feet out into a plank, push up, hands walk down towards your feet. Keep going like this for 1 minute. Good job, guys. That's it for round 2. We have 1 more round. Stay strong in this. You're almost done with this set. All right, that's it for this set. Great job. We are about to go into our second set after this 30-second rest. Our second set begins with lunge pulses. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side with no rest in between. So get into a nice wide lunge. You're going to bring your knee all the way down to the ground and then just halfway up. So keep that leading leg bent. Also make sure that you keep your nose over your toes so most of your weight stays in that front leg. You're going to feel a burn here. Here we go, 30 seconds. Awesome job. Switch to the other side and do the same thing. Nose over your toes, most of the weight in that front leg. Nice wide stance, go all the way down to the ground and then just halfway up, keeping that front leg bent. We're going straight into our second exercise in this set. It's going to be a high to low plank. So start in a plank position on your elbows, come up to your hands, back down to the elbows, switching leading hands each time. So come up with your right hand and back down with your right hand, and then start with your left hand, up and down, right hand again, and keep switching back and forth. We're doing this for 30 seconds. The last exercise in this set, we're going right into it. It's a super swimmer. So it's like the Superman, get everything except your hips off the ground, feet together, and you're just going to slowly bring your hands from in front of you, down and behind your back. Have them touch behind your back, and in doing so, make sure that you're squeezing all of your back muscles, upper, middle, and lower, pulling yourself further off the ground. Maintain this position as you bring your hands back in front of you, and back and forth like that for 30 seconds. Great job, good work. We are taking our first 30-second rest. We're doing the circuit 2 more times. So rest up and we'll get right back into those lunges shortly. All right, that is the end of round 2. 30 more seconds of rest here, and then just one more round, and then we'll get into our final set. Good job, guys. That's it for this round. We have 2 sets down, 1 to go. Stay strong here. This last one is just 6 minutes total. All right, let's begin our last set. The first exercise in the set is actually 2 in 1. So we're going to do a pause squat. So squat down low, we're going to stay there for 3 seconds, and then we're going to do 3 calf raises after that. Down and do a squat, hold it, and then come up, 1, 2, and 3. Back into a squat. Keep going for 1 minute. The other exercise we have in this set is a side plank with an abduction. So you're going to get into a nice side plank, keep those hips high, and you're going to raise that top leg up and down. Make sure that you keep your heel at least at the same height or even higher than your toes. So internally rotate that leg, and that's going to help ensure that you're working your glute medius, not your hip flexor. To modify this exercise, you can do it from your knee instead. That'll make it a little bit easier. All right, switch to the other side, and same thing over here. Get into a nice side plank, make sure everything is in line, especially those hips, and lift that top leg up and down, making sure you're squeezing that glute. Awesome, a few more seconds here, and then that'll be it for the first round. We're going straight back into the first exercise. A pause squat for 3 seconds, and then 3 calf raises. 1 minute total. Good job here, coming back into a side plank and lifting that top leg up and down, squeezing that glute and making sure that everything is in a nice straight line. So keep those hips up, don't let them sink down. Again, you can do this from your knee if you choose to make it a little bit easier. 30 seconds on this side. Great job, we're gonna switch sides. 30 seconds here. All right, that's the end of round 2. We have one more round, coming into a pause squat and then doing 3 calf raises. Last minute of this. And coming down into a side plank, abducting that top leg, moving it up and down. Great job, switch sides here. Okay, that is it. That was 3 sets. 30 seconds rest here. That's the bulk of the workout. We're going to do 3 minutes of abs and then a nice cool down after this. Leave a comment letting me know which of these 3 sets you liked the best. Our first exercise for abs is rowers. 1 minute here, nice and strong. Everything extends outwards and then comes back in together. Our second exercise is a starfish, so keep your arms and legs slightly off the ground, and you're going to reach up and touch your leg to your opposite arm. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible. This is a tough one, but you got this. Stay strong, a few more seconds here, and then we're going into our last minute of abs. We're doing a dead bug. For the dead bug, make sure that your lower back stays on the ground the entire time. Don't let it rise up. Keep your abs tight. You're going to extend both arms and one leg, and then bring them all back in together, and then do the same thing with the other leg. Awesome job. That's it for 3-minute abs and pretty much the entire workout. Take a 30-second rest, and then it's really important to just finish off with a 4-minute cool down to bring your body back to a normal state. Which of those ab exercises were the toughest? Leave a comment and let me know. Let's begin this cool down with a forward fold. Keep your knees as straight as you can, but soft, don't lock them out. And fold forward. Let gravity do its thing here for 30 seconds. You can sway side to side if you prefer, or just hang out in the forward fold. All right, walk your hands out slightly to a down dog position. So keep your butt up, push your chest down toward the ground, and really try to flatten out your back as much as you can. You're going to add a little pedal with your feet. So bend one knee and push the opposite heel toward the ground, and then bend that knee and push the other heel to the ground. 30 seconds here. Come down to the ground and put your hands by your waist. Come up and roll your shoulders back and down into a cobra. This will help stretch out those abs. All right, let's come into a pigeon next. So your front leg is going to be bent, and your back leg is going to be as straight as you can get it. For the leg in front, the bent leg, try to get that glute down to the ground. If that's easy for you, also try to get the opposite hip close to the ground. If your right leg is in front, put your left hand in front of your right leg, and right hand by your glute, and twist to the right. Opposite goes for if your left foot is in front. That's great. We're going to switch sides. Opposite leg in front. Again, try to keep that back leg nice and straight and push your hips down toward the ground. Do a little twist here as well for 30 seconds. We're almost finished. The next is a spinal twist, so get down onto the ground, grab your knee with your opposite hand, and pull it toward the ground. Try to get that knee and that shoulder on the ground, and look towards your opposite hand. Great, let's switch sides. And the last stretch we're going to do now is a happy baby. So still lying on your back, bring your arms on the inside of your knees and grab the outside of your feet with your hands. Now from here, try to really straighten out that back. Get your lower and upper back on the ground. If this is easy for you, bring your feet up high and pull them down toward the ground with your hands. And that is it. Amazing job. You just finished a 40-minute full body workout. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me for this. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then I will see you next week for our next workout.